Good morning, everybody. Welcome to How We Doing It. It is a beautiful morning here on the beach at Delray, and I'm happy to be here to share with you another episode of How We Doing It. You know, what started a few weeks ago is building in momentum, and more people are following. I got a phone call this morning from my son's old baseball coach. He told me that he's been watching it, and that means so much to me. Chucky D, it's awesome to know that we're seeing one another. So thank you so much. Ken, Shelly, Jared. There's Whitey. Whitey was trying to get on Instagram. I think he was having some problems. All right, so I'm going to bring structure. I'm going to announce what I'm talking about. I'm going to give an opening quote, an ending quote, and a little bit in the middle and try and keep it to 5 minutes. That's what the feedback has been. I want feedback. Please let me know. Today we're talking about promises. And promises, it's a really important subject because it relates into a lot of the things we talk about. Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy? You know, people ask me, why is it so hard to trust people? And I ask them, why is it so hard to keep a promise? You know, I talk a lot about the buses, the career bus. If you're not happy at what you're doing, speak up, be heard. If they keep promising you things and they don't come your way, speak up, because the longer you stay quiet, nothing's going to change. The financial bus. You promise I'm not going to buy that. I promise I'm going to live within a budget. I promise I'm not going to spend money. I promise I'm not going to gamble. All these broken promises. Eddie, what's up, buddy? So all these promises that you make, stop breaking them. Hey, John, don't make promises that you can't keep. The health promise. Oh, I'm going to get out. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to eat well today. I'm going to run on the beach. I'm going to go for a bike ride. I'm going to ski to Black Diamonds. And then you get there, you can't breathe because you didn't do the work. You didn't do what you had to do. So you keep promising somebody else you're going to get into shape. Do it for you. Don't even talk about it. Alan Stein. Do it when no one's watching. How about relationships? Oy. You promise in relationships you're going to do things one way and then you do them in another. Don't make promises you don't intend to keep. Nobody wins. You know, this morning when I was walking out the door of my building, Ken is there. Ken's awesome. And Ken and I always talk, and I told him my subject. We talked a little bit, and we came up with a great line. Underpromise and overdeliver. So it brought me back to my Wall Street days. There was a company in Washington, D.C. called Danaher. If you know me, you know Danaher. One of the greatest stocks ever. Every quarter, they would tell Wall Street, yeah, we're going to make a couple of pennies. And they'd always beat it a little. And the stock, like a hockey stick, year after year after year, it was the best performer. Nobody knew the name. And then you had all these other high flyers. What I learned from Danaher was underpromise and overdeliver. Don't just talk, just act. Don't say, just show. Don't promise, just prove. Talk is cheap. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you say you want to have a goal, write it down. What is a goal without doing it? It's a dream. We can't live this life in dreams. Two things every day. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. I promise that's going to happen. Somebody made that happen. That's a steadfast, everyday situation. Maybe the clouds get in the way, you don't see it, whatever. But you could bank on sunrise and sunset. What's your sunrise? What's your sunset? There is no greater fraud than a promise not kept. So go ahead, think about what you're going to say to somebody today. If you say, I'm going to talk to you at 1 o'clock, talk to them at 1 o'clock. You know, just make simple things. Make them happen. So I really appreciate everybody joining in. Hesse, so good to see you. I was walking past 86th Street, had breakfast at Barney Greengrass. I thought about the old days. So to everybody who's coming into this community, thank you. Feedback is what's going to keep it going. I have so many things I want to share. There's something you want to share with me. Everybody keeps asking about these. Whitey's strong. Whitey's been with me since day one. He put this together, so thoughtful. They're pieces of my life. So have an awesome day. If I went over, I'm sorry. Kevin's not here to keep time, but let's keep it going. How we doing it? Go to the Facebook page, like it, share it, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Underpromise, overdeliver, and look at this sun.